Hi, I'm going to be talking about conveyancing today. We have been doing conveyancing for over 25 years. The difference is we are qualified solicitors. One of the milestones this office has achieved is this has been 1 year in partnership with Rain and Horn Fairfield. In Rain and Horn Fairfield, we have undertaken all the legal work stemming from purchases, sales, leases and commercial law. I'm going to be talking a bit about purchase of land. Now, before you purchase a house, what you need to do is you need to make sure that your finance is approved. Once finance is approved, then you need to proceed to exchange. Now, before you exchange, you need to present to us your contract, and we need to make sure that the contract does not have any burdensome conditions. Usually what we do is we request an amendment. Other than that, you need to tell us your intention. If your intention is, for example, to develop the land, you need to tell us that you want to develop the land. Then we need to analyze section 1492 to deduce the relevant zonings. There's R1, R2, R3, R4. So basically, if you want to build a townhouse, R2 is permitted, but R3 is ideal. If you want to build a high-rise apartment, you need an R4 property. Nonetheless, we still need to make sure there's no restrictive covenants. Last time, a client came to see me, and he said to me he wants to develop an apartment high-rise. And in the apartment, basically, you can't have restrictive covenants affecting the building area. I checked the contract, I found the restrictive covenant, okay? The issue is, this piece of paper was not enclosed in the contract. And I don't know if it's intentional, but the lawyer from the other side did not disclose this. Now, by law, this is not an enforceable contract as per vendor disclosure rules. So we rescinded the contract and we potentially saved our client $150,000. So that's basically purchase of land. Of course, there's a lot of other things that go with it, but we won't have enough time for today. As for sale of land, we need to prepare a contract for the sale of land, and we need to disclose all the relevant things that legislation wants us to disclose so as to prevent the purchaser rescinding the contract on the premise that something was not disclosed. So we will take care of that and ensure that the contract is legally enforceable. Later on, we need to make sure that your mortgage is discharged. Now, it's always intelligent to make sure this is done at least 3 weeks before settlement, okay? Other than that, there's always other things to negotiate down the track, and you need to do a final inspection. It's very important to do a final inspection. But if you want to learn more about purchase and sale of property, then you need to tune into our Facebook page, and I always write articles about it. As for commercial law, it's a bit more complicated. The reason being is there's a purchaser, there's the vendor, and there's the landlord solicitor. Now, you can't deal with the vendor and the purchaser and bypass the landlord. If you do, then in effect what you're going to have is you're going to have a conveyance with a lease that is not enforceable. The reason being is, say for example, you get the lease, and the lease term is only, say, 2 years. 2 years runs out, you can't assume that the landlord solicitor will say, okay, I'm going to extend the lease. No, this is subject to their discretion. Recently, a client came to see me and he spent $150,000 on his shop. Now, he didn't even see a lawyer. I don't know where he went. He came to me and he said to me, my landlord is kicking me out. I spent $150,000 on the shop. I said to him, it is within the landlord's discretion. Your lease only has 2 years remaining. You should have seen a lawyer to extend the lease. So that's why any commercial law matter that comes to me, before I even act on the matter, I request a brand new lease. I don't want to transfer because 2-3 years is never enough. You need to get the longest term possible so that later on down the track, maybe you want to sell the business and you need a very long-term lease pertinent to the conveyance, and that will assist the prospective purchaser in deciding whether this is a feasible franchise or business. Finally, you got leases. Now with leases, basically it touches upon what I said before. We need to make sure the terms of the lease are fair. And other than that, of course, there are a lot of things associated with conveyancing that we also take care of. The main thing I want to communicate today is that don't be afraid to call us. We're very friendly and you can have a confidential discussion with us. Before you sign any paperwork, And before you exchange any contract, let us have a look at your contract to peruse it to make sure it is free from any encumbrances. Thank you for watching this video. Our number is 97239850, and tune into our Facebook page for more updates on conveyancing. Thank you.